Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with some more Rust Console Beta, PlayStation 4 and Xbox info. And I just want to talk about the beta and how it's coming soon, the console side of things. If you're not familiar with me, drop a sub and a like. If you're not familiar with the Boyfriend Squad, which is Jade Monkey. And, oh my gosh, what is he doing already? And BioLaser, you can... What is this mess? Oh my goodness. You can check...
What's up? It's Dad.
You can check them out in the description below. Drop us up a like. We stream and we post videos about open world survival games, FPS games. When you name it, we play it. Unlike other people. But anyways, so just up front, just to, kind of let you guys know that this information that I'm going to be going over with you is all speculation on our part. And also some of the things I'll be mentioning is my opinion, what I think, and I'll be going over the logical steps to how I got to the information and why I think the beta is going to be coming soon.
Yeah, and we only have, since there has been no official announcement yet, and obviously we'll tell you when that does happen, we're left to speculate off of, logical things that we've observed in the commit list, movement, and in game development in general. So again, speculation. So,
Yeah.
If you got some salty comments, leave those dislikes right now. I dare you.
Yeah, leave the dislike and tears at the door. And if you're a side mouth talking type of person and got a problem with it, then you can say it to me. But anyways, without further ado, let's talk about some of the information and why I think this beta is going to be coming soon. Now, you guys do, if you haven't seen it yet, I do have a Rust Console Beta Windows video when the window of opportunity when I think this game's going to be released, the beta version and the full release. If you want to check that out, it's in the cards in the top right. You can check that out. Anyways, so
is that your link sound?
Yeah, that's my link sound now. So let's just discuss the information at hand. So we haven't seen the commit list at all.
Oh.
And nope, I'm messing this up. I'm messing it up. Give it to me.
It's all good, baby girl. So the commit list, right?
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Calm down. I just brought up Rust Labs for no reason. Anyways, so in the commit list, we haven't seen any updates in it in quite a few weeks, right? So I would say about, like 3 weeks now we've been pushing.
Almost 3 weeks, yeah.
On the 20th, okay, we haven't seen anything updated since then, right? So here's my thinking and the process of how I came up with this answer. Oh, this is going to be long. So here's the deal, right? For Microsoft and PlayStation, if you guys don't know, I'm going to inform you right now that there's got to be a certification process for any game to be released onto those platforms, right? To be able to play them or, push them out, right? For any studio, they got to pass through this certification process. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks, right? So this
on average, it can be as fast as a week, but let's be honest, it's probably going to be 2 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, it could be like 2 to 6 weeks, but depending on how well FacePunch or Double 11 pushes it out and works out all the kinks, right? Which hopefully, with Gary there at the wheel, they'll get through it painlessly and effortlessly and be done. The thing is we haven't had an update since the 20th, so we've gone 3 weeks without it, right? Nothing's been done besides a beta branch on the commit list, okay? Which is huge. We all know here that when there's a beta branch or a branch in general for Rust, typically they're making a move soon on releasing whatever they're working on. Like, say the car beta branch comes out, that's when the cars are on the test servers, and then eventually they get pushed to the official side for content, right? So if we're at 3 weeks already, here's my thought process. On the 20th, we're at 3 weeks. We push it out, right? We only have 1 week from then would be, what would the date be then? Let's check.
I always have to look. 'Cause
I know,
never
I have to
remember.
look. So, let's see. And excuse me. The 22nd is the last thing.
Pretty to look at. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So on the 22nd, that was the last time we heard anything from Double 11 or Face Punch about Rust, period, any info on the commit list. A week from then would be the 29th, and then 3 days after the 29th leads us to July 2nd. So my thing is, if we haven't heard anything in 3 weeks, the certification process takes 2 to 6 weeks on average, and we haven't seen any movement on the commit list, and there was a branch made 3 weeks ago. I think that this game, or beta rather, is already wrapped up. It's already wrapped up in, what is he doing?
You're not going anywhere.
I think this beta is actually wrapped up and done already. Or if not, it's so close it's ready for release.
It's a possibility, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know for certain, but like the pattern is definitely looking like
It's definitely
in that
looking
direction.
like it's in that direction. And plus, we all know how Gary works. When he wants to make a move, he's gonna make a move. So, with only a week and 3 days left, on the July 2nd, one of the biggest updates in Rust is coming to the official servers, and that's the car beta, right? So, like other people who think, like, oh, this is going to be delayed, there's a certification process, whatever, let me school you on something. If you haven't been looking at the commit list for the last 3 weeks and wondered why is there nothing on there, I mean, probably because something's happening big behind the scenes. I'm not saying, okay, it's for sure coming out, because we don't have an official release date because nobody's mentioned anything, but there's this pretty good possibility that it could. Now, it's only because on July 2nd, that marks 4 weeks after the last time they've actually posted something on the commit list. Therefore, meaning that maybe, just maybe, if they get through the certification process fast enough, guess what? I think it might be released with the car beta. Or, well, the car is on the official side. For PC, I think they're going to...
July update.
Yep, the July update, actually. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. But I think for the July update, on July 2nd, the beta is going to be either released, we'll get a date, or... You never know. They could wait like a week after the update and be released the console version beta for Rust. Now, I'm not saying this is in stone. I'm kind of just rehashing and reiterating things. But, I mean, if you're looking at it from my point of view and with all the information like what we had, even with the tweets, when we had the McFarlane, when he said the date of when... Ooh, he had 3rd July. Or, no, actually, yeah, 2nd of July for 2020.
Yeah.
So,
2nd of July is the PC update.
So yeah, even on Twitter they posted that it's coming out on the 2nd. So I mean, all the signs are pointing to something, whether they're quiet or not. If you think about it from how I'm doing it and how I'm peeling back all the information and looking at what's going on, it's strongly pointing towards the direction of this game coming out soon. Do I think it'll come out on July 2nd with the July update for the cars and everything on the... yeah, I think so.
Or somewhere around there.
Hey, buddy.
There's enough
Hey, kitty.
possibility that... Oh, you let the shot too much. I think, and again, like, we're speculating because that's all we're left to do at the moment. So we're trying to, like, maybe frame up when... Oh, you got me. I'm thinking. Take it over to the towers, you and me.
But yeah, obviously this is all speculation, and we're just taking the information that, like, we have seen over the months we've been playing Rust, because we love the game, so we like to dive deep into analytics and the data and see what's there, you know? We like to see how the patterns are and how they've released updates over time. So, I mean, think about it, you know? Really think about it and see how you would interpret that information, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Because this is coming to a boiling point, like I said before, and although sometimes it seems like we're rehashing the information when we're doing our videos, it's man, hold on, this that's gonna end. Yeah, that
Well,
was
and it's
super.
like we don't have a lot to report yet, but I think the stuff you're talking about is enough to warrant like, hey, there's enough movement here, and like the more, because it was this came up because you and I were on a phone conversation and we are talking about like, hey, this thing is creeping. Like the more I keep looking into this, the more I'm looking at the dates. When I see the beta branch split, which is a
Yeah.
huge indicator that it's coming, and we see the timing, and then we see the lack of. Okay, so here's I'll probably end up doing this too later, but if you look at the beta branch, when beta branches happen, there's a bunch of updates to it if they need fixes. I think one of the major reasons why we're not seeing those is because I think they're ready. I think it's past cert, and I think they're waiting to put it out. And I can't think of anything else, because if they're going to keep it all up on the same track, right, which is July 2nd, it makes sense. Now, whether or not it comes out on the 2nd or during July or maybe after, we don't know. But because we're seeing it split to the beta branch, and the fact that there's been no updates in almost, what, 2 weeks? There's a huge
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Dude.
Yeah. And maybe all that shadow text was them passing certification, and then them hitting the beta branch was them hitting certification. Who knows,
Yeah.
right? Like, but either way, it's so freaking close. I can taste it.
Yeah, and I think
you want something?
I think any of the information that we've gone over has been pretty useful, and I think that peeling back most of it and knowing exactly where to go for it, it tells a story, you know. So it's not a question of if they're working on the beta or not, because they are behind scenes no matter what. I don't know who in the world would think that they're not, but it's a question of when, and it has been for months now. And although it's irritating to me because, you know, I want to play this game and I love covering the information and the news on it, I know what he's doing. But
Yeah.
I want to give you guys the most up-to-date information and what I think and why I think that. And Jade Monkey does, you know, he wants to too. He wants to keep us all up to date, and he wants us to be on the same page. Now,
I'm excited to play, so sue me.
for, you know, I don't know. It's just a, oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That's intense. Now, do I think, I don't know, it's going to be out soon? Yeah, I do. Do I think all the haters and little whiners out there and the little salty boys, you know, they're like, step 1, don't give information about Rust because you like the game. And it's like, okay, we get it, man, we get it. You're a bunch of, you guys can all talk out the sides of your mouth and just whine. Because you know what? At the end of the day, oh my goodness,
Ooh,
I am on
yeah.
edge.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
see, you built yours deep. That ain't fair. But anyways, I'm not gonna listen to him. If you guys find this information useful, please drop a like, drop a sub if you're new to the channel, and honestly, if you're one of those salty boys out there who, you know, are crying about it, then hey, drop a dislike. You know what? Bring those alts over too, because you know what? Either way, I still know who it is. So at the end of the day, you do you, I'll do me, and we'll see what happens at the end. All right?